Welcome aboard the DVD Weekly Podcast.
Yes. Let's go.
Yes, brother. You excited?
I know. Maybe after I crack this drink.
Let's do that right from the get-go.
Let's just do it.
Yes, because nobody's died or anything like that. So
yeah, let's shoot. Oh, come on now.
Crack it open to summer. Oh, God.
How was the old 4th of July, brother?
It was okay. It was kind of quiet.
Yeah?
Nothing too crazy this year.
Nothing too cry?
No. We took out our projection system.
Nice.
Because I figured, okay, I'm going to be outside in the dark, so I might as well get it out there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's hard for me to get going. Once I get going, then it's fun.
No, you're right.
But just to get it all out there,
you,
and look at me complaining, get it all out there. It's like 3 pieces,
no,
and one of those pieces is a chair.
It's still a lot of work. It's just a lot of work to get it out there and get it wired up.
Just to make yourself get going. And we just wanted to run a test. And then if the test was successful, then we were going to have it make that official picture that it uses,
right?
That then allows you to map it onto the picture. We couldn't even get through the first test.
No, jeez.
It wouldn't connect. It just didn't want to do anything. So we just said to hell.
It didn't want to start either.
Yeah, it didn't want to do a damn thing.
Yeah.
So, brought it in the house. Here it is right here, my little baby.
Oh, there it is.
Brought it in the house, and then so the next morning, plugged it in, worked just fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It
just wasn't ready at that time.
We have to go out and get it going. But we have to redo all of our shows and everything.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, sir.
Talking about my projection system.
Yeah.
I don't go out there and put piece-by-piece stuff out there anymore.
That's right.
You know what we're getting rid of, brother?
What?
For free.
Really?
I might tell you this. You know that big Christmas tree I have out front? That I put out front? I have it split into 2.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting rid of it.
Getting rid of it?
Yeah. I've had that since the first year.
Are you getting rid of a lot of your Halloween stuff too then? Stuff that you put outside?
Yeah, Susan wants me to put more Halloween stuff out. And this projector gets closer to the house.
Gotcha.
So
you have room behind it.
We have room behind the projector, to put some more stuff.
There you go.
But it's hard to theme it because we had a lot of circus stuff and But if I get rid of any Halloween, I'll let you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're needing to do is spruce up the
yard. The way you do the projection, that's perfect because you're projecting through the window.
Through the window, yeah.
And that's awesome.
But then it's just during the day it looks like nothing.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, during the day we had nothing. So it was like, wow, this is kind of pathetic. Yeah. Something to think about, brother.
That's right. It's always something.
It is. Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Something. In the news, brother, what do you got?
Nothing.
No, I don't either.
Nothing in the news.
Ain't that something?
It was,
There's nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing's happening?
It is. I just nothing was coming to me.
No, I researched, looked around. There's nothing we want to talk about.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Stupid stuff. People are going mad, dude. Madness.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching YouTube and this other thing. And these women are just going mad in the airports. Just one woman in a Mexico airport, right? She gets pissed because she went in there to get a refund.
Yeah.
Because she was not going to be able to make the flight and they wouldn't give it to her. She goes behind the counter and starts destroying their computer equipment.
What is wrong with people?
Just lifting up monitors over her head and smashing them to the ground. And then I saw another video in the United States where a woman was doing the same thing.
Oh, my God.
Scary.
Yeah, people have just lost all sense.
People are nuts, effer butts.
That's right.
I don't know if people know what that means. But maybe it's better, but they don't. This show is for July 11th.
That's right. Holy cow, getting near the middle of July.
Starting to smell sports, brother. I'm starting to see more of it.
Yeah.
Hear more of it.
Yeah.
Is baseball going on right now?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay,
we'll
so
talking a little bit about baseball.
That game that I was watching yesterday finally got to, we had a very busy, a very expensive month. Whoo! Dude, we are just, whoo! I'm so damn glad I got paid today.
Nice.
The minute I got paid, dude. Actually, a little bit before, because I stole some money out of one account, put it into another.
I won't tell anybody.
So I could go to Red Robin, brother.
Ooh,
I was getting Red Robin shakes. And I don't mean the kind you drink. I mean the kind that
they have good shakes.
You get if you don't get over there.
Yeah, right.
They have done something different to their burgers.
Yeah, I saw the ad for that.
The
like
ad
juicier burgers or something.
Absolutely correct.
It is.
Because I
it's
saw
not like Wendy's freaking crispy fries.
It's not
exactly the same as they used to be.
It's not a BS thing. And I thought, to be honest, I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And they're, they always talk about their bottomless fries. Now they're talking about their bottomless napkins.
What?
Yeah, they talk about their bottomless napkins as part of the ad.
Messier?
Right, because they're juicier now.
Ah.
So I'm like, what do they do? They just
different
dump them in an oil bath or something? Yeah, right. I don't know. Well, I'll be damned, brother. They brought me that hamburger and sat it in front of me. I cried. I cried, brother. You know how sometimes you get a hamburger that's kind of greasy on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Well,
it
was. It was grease kind of on the top of it.
Yeah.
And not gross grease, but delicious.
Like
oh, my God.
A little bit butter on that.
Yeah. Top. Oh, yes, brother. I cut into that. Oh, I don't know what they've done, but
and you got the same burger you always do.
Oh, same one I always do. I get 2 or 3 different ones.
Gotcha.
But I always rotate them all the time. Oh my God, was it good?
Oh,
and like when Autumn finished hers, she lifted her thing out and her plate was there. And in her plate, Red Robin's so interesting. Like we both got burgers, but they were presented totally different. Mine sat on the plate. Hers was in a little basket,
right,
with a red paper around it.
Huh.
So when she got through, and I looked at her thing, it was nothing but you could see the grease all in the and now I say grease, I shouldn't say that, but the juice, dude, it was like whoa,
wow.
So and it was it good last night? Oh,
sounds good.
Oh my God,
now I'm getting hungry over here.
Oh, it was so good.
Damn,
I want to do it again tonight.
Do it, brother.
Is that wrong?
No. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
I think, we joke about it, but I think I finally found something better than sex. Brother, what do we got in sports?
Oh, man. Well, we did have the old 4th of July last week or Tuesday, which means the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Brother, that was high drama.
Was there?
A weather delay.
What are they, NASCAR?
Exactly. Like, they had thunder and lightning out there.
Good Lord.
Because they do it at Coney Island, right? Out in New York.
Can you imagine
getting
struck by lightning?
Geez. Yeah. Yeah, so they had to clear the whole area for a while.
Oh, my goodness.
They even ruled it canceled. Like, they canceled it.
Oh, no.
Yes, they had made the announcement.
What are they, NASCAR? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. I just said it again, didn't I?
And then Joey Chestnut got the rest of the competitors together and like, no.
Hell yeah.
Like, we're here to do this. Like, we will wait.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, so they waited it out. It was a few-hour weather delay. And then Joey Chestnut won his 16th mustard belt, brother, by eating 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes. 14 short of his record, but he still won it 16 straight.
Oh,
insane.
14 short of his record?
Yeah, 76 is the record.
That's a big difference.
It is a big difference. The last couple of years he's been in like the 60s, lower 60s. He's getting a little older, The
young days are done.
But he's still dominated. Like, I think the guy that finished second got like 10 less or something like that. So he's still
that's awesome.
Still dominating.
I love it, brother.
That's always fun to watch.
I get onto the NASCAR.
Well, the NASCAR, So that was insane.
Damn it.
So the first race ever in Chicago.
I'll tell you right now, I saw none of it.
Gotcha.
Okay. I saw when it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But I didn't see when it was.
So, and it was, what I didn't realize, I knew it was the first race in Chicago. What I did not realize is that it was the very first street race in NASCAR history.
Oh, wow.
They've never done a street race.
It just turned out so well.
They do road courses, but those are tracks. They don't go, they've never raced in the streets before.
Yeah.
So, it's supposed to start, and it is pouring down rain. Chicago, like their record rainfall for that day in July had been 2 inches.
Yeah. Oh, it was
and
ugly
they'd gotten
rain,
like
too.
5.5 or something. It was by far the most rain they had ever had on that specific on 4th of July. Well, I guess it wasn't 4th of July. That was on the 2nd of July.
Yeah.
So there was quite a long delay, but they got the whole race in. They had to shorten it at the end.
Yeah.
Because it started to get dark, right? So they did have to shorten it. But it was a pretty solid race. It was good racing. Yeah, actually. It wasn't bad. And God, I can't remember the name of the winner, but it was his very first NASCAR race ever.
Really?
Yeah, he was a champion road racer. So he's won championships and other types of road racing.
Yeah.
His very first NASCAR race ever and wins.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Chase Elliott finished third. But God, he's got to have a win. He's got to have a win.
Did you hear that one of the guys that was working on putting that track together was killed?
No.
Yeah, there was a worker killed putting that track together.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember the details. And
there was some really cool shots. Really? They had like this wide shot. They would come out of a turn and then come towards the camera and then turn right again. Oh. But in the background is the city. And like people walking around and cars driving, people walking their dogs. It was like a shot that you've never seen in NASCAR, right? You only see that like in Indy and sometimes Formula One, but it was a really cool setup, a pretty cool track.
Nice.
Lots of speed at certain points. More speed than you would expect for a road course or for a street course. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I think overall it was a success, but it did suck that. It got delayed for so long, and luckily they had it, man.
Plus, all those delays every time somebody would have to cross the street. I mean, that got old.
I wondered if they would have been able to postpone it to the next day if they had to.
It sounded to me like they didn't.
They couldn't?
Not didn't.
Yeah, because, it was downtown Chicago.
They made the decision not to. You mean go through to the day of the 4th?
Well, if they would have had to postpone it to the next day, could they have?
It didn't sound like they could.
Yeah, I would think they'd have to clear out, just because it was in the heart of downtown Chicago.
It shuts the whole thing down, right? I mean, you have a lot of people you have to answer to if you want an extra day.
100%.
You know what I mean? A lot of businesses.
That shuts the city down, man.
Yeah.
That was an interesting race, though. It ended strong. What else we got? So. Wimbledon tennis is going strong. Was watching some of that this morning. I still loved. I never loved, even when I was playing like a madman. Yeah. Never loved watching tennis really. But Wimbledon's it's just different.
Could you learn anything from it by watching it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there's always something really special about Wimbledon. So that's been fun to kind of keep an eye on a little bit. What else we got? How about tonight? Big night in basketball. Even though it's a summer league. It's got to be one of the most anticipated NBA summer leagues of all time.
Really?
Because the number one pick in the draft this year, I knew I was going to mess his name up.
What is it?
Wembanyama. Pretty soon it should be a household name.
Wait a minute.
At some point. Wembanyama.
That's not the guy who...
That's right, brother.
Oh,
debuts tonight for the Spurs in the NBA Summer League.
Dude, the story.
They sold out the game in Vegas.
That story is going to make him so popular.
It's hilarious. So the game's sold out in Vegas. Ticket prices are crazy. Like the craziest they've ever been for an NBA Summer League game. And then add to it just a little drama that happened yesterday. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago?
I think it was two days ago. Yeah.
With Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Like, what? Now, when the story initially broke, it was, hey, she was going up to him, she grabbed him, and his security guard smacked her in the face.
Yeah.
And then you find out that was not what happened at all.
Well, kind of.
No. I mean, it was... When the story first broke, it was like she got smacked in the face. She's going to sue this guy.
Yeah, no.
No.
It wasn't like that.
No. Once the detectives reviewed the surveillance footage, she had gone up and tapped on his shoulder to get his attention and say hi and congrats on what he'd accomplished so far. Well, when she touched the player, the security guard pushed her hand off of him without looking. Like, just saw it and slammed his hand. And then... By doing that, she smacked herself in the face. So today it was ruled that no charges will be filed.
Yeah, I saw
that. But she had said that she expected she almost demanded an apology from the player,
Well,
and I guess
wouldn't you think she'd know better? She would know better.
You'd think so.
I mean, hello, you live this life in this world every day.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if somebody came up and touched you, would you expect them to do something?
Right.
Or no?
But I guess even him, which I'll get his name down at some point. But the Wembanyama, like, I guess he had even said that she grabbed him.
Yeah.
But she didn't. Like, weird. Just
it's funny how
weird
people
deal,
perceive things when they happen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Have they shown that to anybody?
No, I haven't. All the stories I saw today, there was no actual footage, but maybe at some point we'll see it. But game is at 6 p.m. tonight. Looking forward to checking that out. Nice. And then last in sports, you talked about baseball. We are coming up to the All-Star break with the All-Star Game happening in Seattle this year. It's a big weekend and week for Seattle. The Home Run Derby is on Monday, and the All-Star Game is on Tuesday. And the wife bought me tickets for Father's Day. She bought me tickets to the All-Star Game.
That's awesome.
I've never been to a Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Yeah. So definitely, and it comes to Seattle, I don't know, once every 15 years or so, something like that.
That's cool.
I mean, I think this is the third time it's been in Seattle. Wow. I remember when it was here last time, but didn't go to it. So looking forward to going to that game on Tuesday. And then the Home Run Derby is always fun to watch on Monday. And then they got all kinds of stuff going on in Seattle, man. Like tons of stuff.
That's cool.
Surrounding this. Things you can go to with all these interactive games and stuff. They're doing a bunch of food trucks in Seattle tomorrow. All stuff through the weekend. They're expecting this to like revitalize downtown Seattle because downtown Seattle is just a struggle, dude.
Yeah.
So they're really hoping that this is gonna help them out. So
cool.
So yeah, man, I'll talk a little bit about that next week. Let's see how that goes.
Nice.
But there you go. That, my good friends, is sports.
Okay. It's time for Disney 100.
Disney 100.
Fair warning. If you have kids in the room and they still believe in the Disney magic,
you
might want to listen to this later. Because I've got a secret to divulge.
Ooh, brother.
And you're going to love it.
Me?
Everybody's going to love it.
Gotcha.
But while we wait for that, I was able to see Rogers the Musical.
Oh, really?
Of course, I saw it through a live thingy. But I can tell you that it's not bad.
Not bad?
It's not bad.
Yeah. Right. It's a musical.
The thing is, all right, it's Captain America, right?
Right.
So I thought you're going to see a lot of stunts. You're going to see villains. You don't see any of that.
Huh.
Any of that.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of singing, and I gave it. If I was to grade it as a teacher, I gave it a C+.
Yeah. Sounds about like what I would expect.
Yeah. And I even made myself watch it twice. I watched it from one live, and then I went back and watched somebody else who had taped it from a better location. And I must admit, I liked it a little bit more the second time because I could hear it. I was more involved in it.
Gotcha.
But
yeah.
Here's what I'm saying: if you're there, if you're at Disney California Adventure and you're running out of time, just pass it up. Really. Gotcha. But I'll tell you, they got some really good actors and actresses.
Really?
Great dancing, the music, but it just feels like there's something missing. You never see a fight.
Fun and excitement.
You don't. Yeah, it's just more about. Dude, I'm not
singing and dancing.
Quite sure. Yeah, it's about him wanting to be more than what he was, and in his phrase, "I can do this all day." And you hear that a lot of times.
Gotcha.
And then one of the songs is about that phrase, and then there you go. So,
all right.
I don't know. It's okay. I'll give you a little Marvel teaser, so you can see all the people.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, are the kids gone?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to do something I don't normally do, because I'm all about Disney magic.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how everything done and all that stuff. No. But this just grabbed me, brother. This just made me so interested. And I did a lot of research in this. and came up with a lot of cool things that I found out about. And so I will now present to you the history, the way it all happens for the Disney articulated characters. Have you ever wondered how they do that?
Articulated characters.
These are the characters, the Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Pluto. These are the characters that blink and talk. Their mouths are moving.
Oh, like the characters that walk around the park.
That walk around the park.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Have you ever wondered how they do that?
I guess not.
If you had to guess, what would you say?
I thought there were little like pulleys inside, or like something that they're ways that they're controlling it with their fingers or something.
Beautiful.
That's what I would expect,
brother. That's beautiful. Let's take a look at the history of this. You know, it all started back when little brother used to sit and watch the Disney Channel on TV.
Oh yeah.
And we're talking, welcome to Pooh Corner, brother.
Oh, Pooh Corner and Dumbo Circus.
1983 and Dumbo Circus, where they had all the machinery inside of these heads.
Gotcha.
And they would all be working. Actually, in Dumbo Circus, I believe there was only one character that really moved his mouth. Uh-huh. Because remember, Dumbo didn't.
Right.
I don't know. When he opened his mouth, I mean, he didn't talk.
Right. But yeah, it made it look like he was talking.
Yeah.
I actually was watching a Dumbo Circus not long ago.
Well, I'm sorry, brother.
I was trying to find him on the internet. You can't find him anywhere. Why are those not on Disney Plus?
I don't know.
Dumb.
But so that started way back in the 80s.
Yeah.
For them testing and trying to figure out. And then along came 1990 with a stage show at the Disney MGM Studios called Here Come the Muppets. That used articulated characters, and really good ones, too. They did a pretty good job with that. 1994 saw The Legend of the Lion King. That had articulated characters in it. And then 2007, Dream Along with Mickey. It was 6 months old. So for 6 months, this show had been going to Walt Disney World, and it was really popular.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what? It's time to add the articulated Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. So they added him to the show, and that's what started the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Because if you remember, not long after that, they put him in a meet and greet situation. Now, can you imagine the logistics of that?
Yeah, jeez.
I mean, here we go. Here's how this is done. First of all, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can no longer meet them anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They don't have the meet and greet with them anymore. They still have them in some stage shows, but for the most part, the meet and greets, they're done. The way they would do the meet and greets is, well, first of all, let's go back to the shows, right? The shows that they were doing.
Yeah.
It's in the hands and in the arm.
Okay.
And if you look at footage from back in the day, in the 2000s, we're in the 2000s now, though, huh? See, that could be any time. It could be any time, before 2010. If you look really careful at their arms, you can see the wires running up and down their arms. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, under their costumes. It's really, really quite creepy. Scary. It's terrifying. Inside their hands, they have what they call a flex paddle switch. And you can use your fingers to go in different gestures. Like, for instance, in real life, right? If somebody cuts you off, you know the gesture you make.
Yeah.
Well, it would make you say, hey, you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you would remember that's how that works.
I mean, interesting. So I was damn close then.
And it's so weird to watch. Once you know it, and you want to watch the left hand, most of the time it's the left hand. I was watching a show that Mickey was in, and every time he would blink, just before he would blink, he would close his hand.
Huh.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah,
it's really, really cool to see. It was 2010 when Disneyland got the talking Mickey. And so here you are. Now, we kind of wondered how come they got rid of it. Well, here's, I'm sure, one of the reasons why. It took 4 cast members to operate one character.
What?
Yeah. You had the performer in the suit.
Right.
Okay. Then you had you had a character attendant. Okay.
Sure.
Then you had the photographer. And then you had a backstage operator.
A backstage operator.
Now, the backstage operator controlled the speech through an iPad.
Interesting.
Yeah, he had this iPad operations board, and it had hundreds of speech offerings.
Huh.
So the operator could hear and see Mickey through several hidden cameras in the room,
Okay.
and he could communicate to Mickey through an earpiece.
All right.
So, like, you know, and then there was also a panel that, let's say it was the kid's birthday. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, the photographer and the character attendant, it was not only their job to do the obvious things they're supposed to do, but they also had inside jobs where they were supposed to hit buttons to alert that it's his birthday or that he had a special autograph book or, you know, different things like that.
Yeah.
So they could alert the operator that's not seen and let him know, hey, you're going to want to go down this path because it's his birthday or it's his sister's birthday.
Yeah.
I guess I saw on paper one of the paths that they could take. It was amazing.
Huh.
Just crazy amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have here? So the photographer and the character attendant would, if they felt the conversation was getting off track, they would help steer it back on track.
Gotcha.
So that's what they were used for. Dig this. This is, and then the attendants in the room had a way to tell the operator through, once again, hitting some buttons, that the next person speaks Portuguese or only Japanese or Spanish. And they would trigger that to the guy who's hiding, and he would switch that on his panel, and now everything would be in that language.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But here's what's even crazier. At Walt Disney World, when kids would go see these articulated characters of the Magic Kingdom, you know, that's the park with the Frontierland, Main Street, you know, all that stuff. The person operating was in a backstage area at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
What?
So the operator was not right there with the character.
Even in the same park.
Exactly. They're working in a totally different place.
That's crazy.
Now, what makes all this really, really interesting is today, if you go to, let me think about it, the Star Wars area there at Disneyland, the Star Wars.
Not just Star Wars Land?
No, what is it? No, you can't. If you call it Star Wars Land, you can never say you're a Disney fan again. And yet, right now, I can't think of what it's called. But if you go there, they've got Kylo Ren and a couple of the Star Wars characters, and they're using those systems now.
But Kylo Ren's just a real person.
Yeah, I know you do. She talks. She's kind of cute, too, brother.
Oh, I hope so.
Just so you know. But no, what's some of the Darth Maul? I don't know if he's one of the ones. Or all the masked characters. They've got that mechanism. And it's so cool. I saw a video.
Like the stormtroopers.
Yes.
Because we talked to the stormtroopers at the one in Florida.
And isn't it weird?
I didn't think it wasn't them talking.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a voice modulator they had in the mask.
And it's my understanding that they're creating all theirs themselves.
Gotcha.
So they don't have the offstage people because they don't have moving eyes and and all those things. They're just in masks, right?
Okay.
So they've created just the audio thing for them.
Huh.
I saw a video where the main leader, spooky dude, I don't know. I once you get off the first Star Wars, all the characters start to melt into a big melting pot for me. But the main dude told one of the stormtroopers told one of the stormtroopers to shoot something.
Yeah.
Right? So the stormtrooper goes over and you can see him flick his wrist to make this so the gun will make the noise.
Uh-huh.
Well, he can't get it to do it. He's having troubles with it. Well, they ended up ad-libbing, and it was so cool. They made it 10 times better.
They must know that happens sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
They have a plan, I'm sure.
Or sometimes they think he's going to say something and he ends up saying something else.
Right.
So yeah, so anytime you see that kind of video on YouTube or whatever, watch their arms, especially Darth Vader. You can see Darth Vader really, like, he will point right at your face.
Yeah.
Well, he's not pointing at your face to articulate something. He's triggering it to say it.
Something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really, really cool. So why did these characters leave the park as far as the Fab Five, meeting the people? Figuring heavy maintenance had to do with it. Can you imagine what it kept, what it cost to maintain those things?
God, yeah.
Good Lord. You have the too many cast members. What did we talk about? 4 cast members per character?
Yeah.
So, there are places in Disneyland and Walt Disney World where you go in and there's 5 characters. There's 5 Mickeys there.
Huh.
But you don't know it. Like if you go into Mickey's house at at Disneyland,
yeah,
there are actually 4 rooms. And you could go into any one. That's what keeps the line going, right?
I was going to say, yeah.
So there's these different rooms, and sometimes they have them in different, like sometimes you'll go see the black and white Steamboat Willie Mickey, and sometimes you'll see the band concert Mickey. But can you imagine? You got 4 people in each room?
Yeah, that's
a lot of cast members for a kid to, get an autograph.
Right.
So they're thinking that, that may have been one of the reasons. Because they needed a staff. And plus, they have that problem of, okay, I'm here for 3 days. Mickey talked to us today, but then when we saw him at lunch today, he didn't talk at all.
Huh.
And kids are starting to say, why isn't he talking?
Yeah, why? You son of a bitch, Mickey.
Yeah, so that got to be kind of weird. And so all those things put together, and it just kind of stopped there. I saw a lot of videos of Mickey talking to kids, and all of a sudden the everything would start going haywire. His eyes were flipping open and closed.
That's probably what. Yeah,
anyway,
definitely one of the reasons.
So there it is. That is how they do that. That's so cool, so interesting. And who knows? It may come back in the future. Somebody mentioned in one of the YouTube videos that I watched that they would like to see all of the characters that sing in the parades be articulated.
Oh, yeah.
But again, you still have that, it's kind of like when I talk about movies and that line of believability. You know how we talk about that sometimes? Mm-hmm. I mean, Disney has that line of believability too. For the longest time, they've been asking you to just believe, even though they're not going to be talking. Okay, right. And think about it. We've done it, right? Mm-hmm. Even as kids, we accepted it.
Yep.
But then we show you, no, they actually can talk.
Yeah, exactly.
So that line of believability just kind of fell apart.
Pretty soon they'll all just be actual robots.
How cool.
AI
they have one like that already.
Do. Yeah.
What is it? It is a, poop. Oh, it's the Mandalorian character. What's his name?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, you should see him, dude. Wow. He just does everything on his own.
That's cool.
He walks out. In the video that I saw about it, he got on this bike thing and pedaled it. Then they have another one that they show videos of them skating.
Wow.
Cool, dude. Really cool stuff.
That's the next step.
And they're working pretty hard on these. So we shall see.
Very good.
We shall see. Long-winded, but exciting.
Very exciting.
Oh, God.
Very exciting.
Brother, let's go to music.
Let's keep it up with the excitement. Brother, going to see, well, maybe. We're still in flux a bit, but going to see a couple legends this weekend.
Really?
Hands out, brother.
Who, brother?
Back-to-back nights, starting with tomorrow night, Saturday night, Hank Williams Jr., brother. And then going from Hank Williams Jr. on Saturday night to Snoop Dogg on Sunday.
Wow.
Like what?
Wow.
Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg. I think, there's some others at the Snoop Dogg show. Some other legends of that in that area.
Nice.
But yeah, it should be an interesting weekend coming up of eclectic tunes.
Yeah.
From country to rap.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
Try to hit up a metal show in between if I could.
Cool.
But we're talking about new music coming out this weekend. And the first one is not in the top 5. I was very disappointed that it didn't make the top 5. It was just outside of it. Damn it. What's wrong with you people? especially with some of the ones that made it in the top 5. What the hell? But it is now upon us. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, their new album, Pedro Dragonic Apocalypse, or Dawn of Eternal Night, is coming out on vinyl today. Fantastic. Got it on order with silver platters. They have like a special indie version of it. Because like I mentioned, the one on their website was completely sold out. Like all 5 versions they had were sold out. So looking forward to finally getting a physical copy of that. I've been listening to the hell out of that album since it came out on digital here a few weeks back. So now you can go out and pick that one up. Hells yes.
Nice.
You should be doing it.
I know.
Now we get to the top 5 this week. Let's start off with Sonny Clark Trio. This is a Blue Note Tone Poet Series LP. It's the Pianist's 1957 album.
Huh.
Come on. How come Gizzard's not ahead of that?
That's good.
Damn it. There's nothing wrong with Sonny Clark, but come on. Number 4, and I had no idea she was coming out with a new album. She just did a bunch of reissues last year.
She just doesn't keep up with you like she used to.
Apparently not.
I don't get it.
Apparently not. But she's back, brother, at number 4 this week with her 10th studio album. It's P.J. Harvey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
I Inside the Old Year Dying is the name of the record. 12 new tracks. Really, I wanted to listen to this before I came here today, but it was number 3 that I ended up listening to, and it's a pretty long album, and it's pretty damn solid. But I will end up giving PJ Harvey a listen here soon. I've always dug her, man. She's so different.
Where do you go to hear these albums?
You can go on Amazon.
You just gotta know what
do you have Amazon Music? What you do, right?
Yeah. No, actually, no.
You don't? Well, you have Amazon Prime, don't you?
Yes.
But you probably don't have Amazon Music Unlimited.
Probably not.
Even if you have Amazon Prime, you can usually all the new albums you can just ask for them and it'll play them. Yeah, or you can always check Plex. But PJ Harvey, I'm definitely looking because she was always so just out there, very different.
Yeah,
very strong. Yeah. Like just
I'm trying to think of one of her songs. It's not coming to me.
Little fish, big fish.
Oh yes,
yeah. She and that's the first one that comes to my head.
Yeah.
And she was very eclectic chick.
Yeah.
Man. Like she's pretty awesome. So looking forward to hearing her new one. But at number 3, another female in rock that is just fantastic, and that is Nita Strauss. I can't believe she's hitting the number 3 on Amazon that this week. That's crazy. With her new album, The Call of the Void. She's a solo guitarist, but you may know her, brother, as the guitarist for Alice Cooper's band. And
right.
She was playing on the show we saw her.
Right, yeah.
And then not only does she do that, well, I don't think she's doing it anymore, unfortunately. But she was the Los Angeles Rams in-house guitarist at SoFi Stadium.
Wow.
So when commercial breaks, there was a DJ and her, and she would just shred up there on the stage.
Awesome. She's awesome.
Oh, she is fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, she's beautiful. She's an amazing guitarist. Like, she is a true metal guitarist. Like,
how long she's been with Alice Cooper?
She's been with them for a while, and then she actually left
with
Alice Cooper's band to play with Demi Lovato.
Oh wow!
And she toured with Demi Lovato and her band.
What a switch! That
I know,
is.
right? But now she is back with Alice Cooper's band.
Nice.
So I think the tour that Cooper's getting ready to kick off this summer, the one that's coming here, she is going to be playing on that tour.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. Yes, and this album shreds, dude. So Los Angeles native Nita Strauss has become a force in music. After reaching mass acclaim with her first album, Controlled Chaos, she returns with her second full-length on Sumerian Records, The Call of the Void. Featuring the highly popular Dead Inside and The Wolf You Feed, the album is a combination of melodic sounds and hard-hitting riffs that Strauss has become known for, proving time and time again that she has solidified her presence as one of rock's greatest. So the record is mostly instrumental, but with just some killer riffage, man. Oh my God, she's heavy.
Wow.
But she's also got guest singers on tracks. So like Lizzie Hale's on a track, Dorothy Oro's on a track, Marty Friedman, the lead singer from Disturbed, does a track with her, and Alice Cooper himself.
Oh, there you go.
Does a pretty decent track on there too.
Nice.
So yeah, I got to listen to this whole album today. It sounds good. She's great. I have her first record. I actually picked that up at Amoeba in Hollywood.
Huh.
So I'm heading down there next month. I might have to try and pick this album up there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 on Amazon.com this week. It's Cannonball Adderley and Bill Evans' Waltz for Debbie, the original Jazz Series LP.
Wow.
The 4th and final album by one of the most influential groups in jazz history, which was originally released in 1962. So a couple of those old ones cracking the top 5.
You like the old jazz, brother?
This week. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm starting to really get into Miles Davis.
Oh, okay.
Like that guy. Whoo! Crazy, man. But then I've always, even though I don't like dig into jazz yet, I bet there'll be a time in my life I do.
Yeah.
I've always really appreciated it, man. I mean, talk about great musicians, right? Like jazz and like jazz drummers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
They're some of the best on the planet, right? So, if nothing else, I've really just appreciated the genre more than I've really dug in and listened to it a lot. But I'm kind of starting with Miles Davis, been listening to some of his stuff. Just fantastic. Good
Nice.
stuff. And number 1 this week, Swifties are going to be happy, brother, because it's Taylor Swift, Speak Now, Taylor's version. An orchid marbled 3LP set. You know how that whole thing that Taylor Swift went through with, and then so she's like, screw it. So she didn't own any of her music.
Now they're saying that her dad knew.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did.
That all those songs were going to go to that guy.
Yeah, yeah. So what did Taylor Swift do? Say, well, screw you then.
That's
I'm
so
just
crazy.
going to re-record all my albums.
That's
and
unbelievable.
Make them my own, right?
Yeah.
That's
genius.
It's genius as far as money making.
Yeah.
It's genius. Is it necessary for an artist to do that, though?
No, not at all.
And is she not already one of the richest artists there
But
is
you know
on the
what,
planet?
though?
I hear you.
Do you think it was all about money?
No,
I don't think so. I think this was her way of saying, this is me.
Yeah.
You can't own me.
Yeah.
As much as she irritates the hell out of me.
I know.
That's a kind of a cool thing.
I kind of hear you.
Yeah.
At first, I was livid this year. And why do I care?
I thought it was dumb.
First of all, why do I care? I'm like, why don't you make new music that's going to sell? And like, that stuff's old. Why would you re-release it, re-record it? But Kiss has done it, and when Kiss did it, I'm like, why? Because they said, Jesus. And they did it just so they could like tour those songs and like make. Right. So I've always just thought. I think with Kiss, it was definitely a money thing. Yeah.
Everything.
I'm kind of
everything is a money thing.
100%, man. So I think you're right. I think with Taylor Swift, part of it is just sticking it to the man.
Because that's the way she is, right?
Yeah. So hey, and these things, they're huge every time they come out.
Yeah.
So this is Speak Now, Taylor's version. This was originally released in 2010. It features 22 songs, including 6 previously unreleased. At least she's doing that, adding some things to it as well.
Yep.
There's also never before seen photos included in the artwork. So there's some new stuff for people that already obviously know and love this album. So there you go.
Nice.
Taylor Swift, Speak Now, Taylor's version, number 1.
I like it.
On Amazon.com.
I like it. Very nice. TV. I don't have much to say. I haven't had time for TV.
Well, no, me neither. And not a lot to talk about this week in TV with new shows coming out. I mean, The Lincoln Lawyer Season 2 on Netflix. And the show I mentioned either last week or the week before. Like, I don't know if I just misspoke that it was coming out then, because The Horror of Dolores Roach on Amazon Prime is out now. That's that new take on Sweeney Todd.
Oh, right.
Like an interesting kind of premise there. So that's out. But to me, what the best news in television was, and it launched on July 1st. The family was very excited. Well, at least me and the kids. And it's been on. We've had it on quite often since the launch. Are you familiar with Pluto TV?
Yes.
So, it's completely free. I'm trying to think of there's another one that's very much like it. That's a huge one, and I cannot, for the life of me, all of a sudden. But anyways, it's basically got a ton of channels you can watch, right? Completely free. You don't have to put your credit card in to sign up or anything. There's apps on Xbox, on my TV, everywhere I've had devices, it has that app. And lots of really good stuff. Like, there's horror channels. There's a lot of old TV, things that are like I was watching All in the Family on one of the channels.
Cool.
And it is commercials. Like, there are ads. So that gets a little disruptive.
I don't mind him in TV shows.
I don't mind on TV shows, but it's during the movies as well.
Yeah,
right?
It's rough.
So that's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
It is rough. But kind of cool. When you go to whatever movie or show you're watching, if you find it in the guide, you can start it over. So
wow.
So even though it's like this live linear channels, you can start things from the beginning, or if something's like coming up next, you can start that immediately if you want.
No kidding.
So kind of a cool platform.
Wow.
And on July 1st,
look out!
they launched a 24-hour channel dedicated to
Porn.
No. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad either. Godzilla,
Oh,
brother.
Well, that's porn.
Oh man, I found out about this from the Facebook Godzilla group, and people are just pooping their drawers.
Oh, I'll bet.
They have all of the Godzilla films, a few of which are really rare and harder to find in the U.S. And
all Godzilla, all the time.
All Godzilla, and then they'll show like Mothra and Mothra 2, like some of his arch villains. You'll get some of their feature films too. So that's been a really, really fun channel to check out. Godzilla, 24-hour channel on Pluto TV.
Nice.
So cool. And the other thing I love about it, they're in Japanese with the subtitles.
Oh, wow.
So they're not the overdubbed versions because, man, the overdubbed versions are just terrible. Like, I hate watching the overdubbed versions because it's just so bad. And, to me, I want to watch it the way it was originally made. That's how I am.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun because, like, especially Cohen get really pretty decent at reading. So he, likes reading, and he'll, read the words out whenever we're watching it.
Nice.
But then the kids sing the songs in Japanese. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So, it's good times.
That's
cool. Freaking Pluto TV bringing the Godzilla. It's freaking
nice.
Awesome. Moving on to movies.
Right.
Not a lot of new on TV this week, but a lot of new streaming movies new streaming films this week. One that
Monsters getting to you, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. One that I'm super excited to finally see, brother. But let's start with Biosphere, which is available on VOD. That means, you can rent it from places like Amazon and other places like that, Apple, all those kind of places. This is a sci-fi comedy. Two men are the only known survivors in a world where climate change has ravaged the planet. They're living in a protected biosphere away from the chaos outside. It stars Mark Duplass and Sterling K. Brown. Next up is The Portable Door on Prime Video. This is set in an alternate London. Paul Carpenter is a new intern for a secretive firm that blends corporate strategy and culture with magic. Yeah, I don't know. Stars Christoph Waltz, though. Love him. Sam Neill and Patrick Gibson in that as well. On Hulu this week, The Quiet Girl, a coming-of-age drama set in Ireland during the 80s. This was up for Best International Feature at this year's Oscars. Solid film. Kind of a quiet, somewhat disturbing film at times. I gave it a solid 7. So The Quiet Girl out on Hulu now. Also, The Outlaws on Netflix. Adam Devine stars as Owen Browning, a bank manager whose life is turned upside down when his bank is held up by the ghost bandits. As luck would have it, this robbery occurs the week before Owen's wedding. It's also the same week his fiance's parents show up. Certain evidence pops up and soon has Owen wondering if his in-laws are actually behind the robbery.
Whoa.
That's right. It also stars Ellen Barkin, Pierce Brosnan in this. He's the father. 65 is coming out on Netflix. That's the sci-fi action film starring Adam Driver that was recently in theaters. So you can check that out on Netflix now. But the biggest new streaming release this week in my mind, brother, and coming out on VOD. So again, you can rent this on places. It's on Plex. Brother, it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Hells yes!
Wait, that's on Plex?
Yeah, brother.
I wonder, people, I don't know if they catch on.
Let's hope they know.
Because,
you can find it. This is VOD now, y'all. Come on. Anybody can get their hands on Volume 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy. Final chapter has finally arrived in homes. Nice. I'm looking hoping to watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to seeing that one, man. I love that series. That's definitely one of my favorite of the Marvel series. It's just so funny, man.
It is,
so
yeah.
funny, entertaining.
Fun characters.
Great characters. Yeah, exactly. Sad that this is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the characters may pop up here and there, but this is supposedly the last Guardian. So, yeah, looking forward to finally seeing that.
Nice.
Those are your new streaming movies this week, brother.
Did you see Frank sent me a message the other day?
Hi, Frank.
He sends messages on a platform I'm not on.
Oh, he's Instagram, right?
Is it Instagram?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think it's something else.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's something that Autumn gets on. So every once in a while she comes in and goes, "Damn, Frank."
Yeah, I thought that was. I'm pretty sure that's Instagram.
No, maybe it is. So she brought me one in today. Frank sent me a letter. He was at a Costco.
Uh-huh.
Costco has this really cool Disney character village.
What?
Oh, brother, for Christmas.
Really?
It's a Christmas Disney village. $99, brother.
Holy cow.
Holy crap. You can't afford not to
You can't
buy
afford
it.
not to is what it sounds
Oh,
like.
dude, it's so cool.
Huh.
Thank you for showing me that, Frank.
Is it for kids? Like, what is it?
No. It's like for a family Christmas thing that you would do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, very cool.
It's like a little village and little, and Mickey's on a sled.
Oh, my God.
Oh, brother, it's just,
No.
you
Does
gotta
it move?
have it.
Does it have movement?
I don't
Lights?
know.
Falderall?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I want to go to Costco and just take a look.
Yeah, we were just there. I didn't see it. But, that was
Really?
a couple weeks. Well, we were there on the July 3rd, actually.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Could be coming to a Costco near
That
you.
could be. Could be. Just like the sushi.
Mm.
The Issaquah Costco is the very first one in the country to have sushi.
Yeah.
And I guess it's pretty dang good.
I bet it'll be the first one to give somebody food poisoning, too. Just thought I'd mention that.
Possibly. Let's get into the 4K Blu-ray releases.
Okay.
For Tuesday, July 11th.
So I have none.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, I knew, didn't see any 4K that might have tickled the fancy.
Yeah.
But we've got After Hours coming out. That's a Criterion Collection release of Martin Scorsese's dark comedy from 1985. I've never seen this one. Rosanna Arquette, Catherine O'Hara, John Hurd all star in After Hours. This is a cool 4K release from 1953. It's Invaders from Mars.
Oh,
Come on.
Beautiful.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but it looks fun.
Oh, good.
Okay. These last few weeks, the Mission Impossibles have been coming out, like 2 a week.
Uh-huh.
So here we go with the final 2 so far. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation coming out on 4K Blu-ray Steelbook. That's the 5th film from 2015. And Mission Impossible Fallout Steelbook from 2018. That is the 6th film in the series. And, of course, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, with all of Tom Cruise's crazy-ass stunts, comes to theaters next week on July 12th. Looking forward to seeing what the over-under numbers are going to be like on that. Mm-hmm. Next up on 4K Blu-ray releases, how about Scream 6, the new one? I still haven't seen this one. I haven't seen the last one.
I hear it's good.
What the hell is wrong with me?
Somebody at work was mentioning it.
Yeah? I love the
today,
series,
actually.
man. I don't know why I haven't watched the last 2
They're
yet.
fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
That's also coming out on Steelbook.
Nice.
And finally on 4K Blu-ray, Sisu, which is a film we've talked about a little bit on this show. When an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the Lapland wilderness tries to take the loot into the city, Nazi soldiers led by a brutal SS officer battle him.
Wow.
This is over the top and awesome. It is such an awesome-ass film. In fact, like I was looking back, it's one of my favorite films so far of 2023.
Wow.
Top 3 right now. I think it's 3rd.
Damn.
I gave it a 7.5. Such a solid, fun film. It's also getting a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook.
Nice.
So there you go.
Nice.
On that.
I gotta tell you.
Please
Please
do.
I do a lot of chronological things. I'm kind of a chronological freak.
I'm the same way.
I love to go from the beginning
Yeah.
to the end.
100%.
And I'm doing so many things right now
Yeah.
that are so incredibly stupid. I'm reading all my Disney books. I've been doing that. You know that.
Yeah.
And when I lost my list, I started all over again.
Oh, God.
Yeah? I told you about that.
Yes.
Well, then I started going, I have all this information it'd be neat to put it in a database.
Yeah.
So now, as I read, I'm taking pictures of sentences. Oh, dude, you should see my camera.
Wow.
So I've got databases for simple things like anybody who's worked for Disney. So that way you go in there and just put it in there, and you put up their name, see if they're there, and then you can read all about what they've done. Oh, dude, it's so stupid. Time-consuming as hell.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So I'm doing that. Well, I restarted doing something that I had been doing, and I gave it up for a while because I never could. Well, I'll tell you what it is first. I've started watching the Disney films from number one.
There you go.
All the way through again.
Yeah, nice.
Okay? Start using that Disney Plus. $12 a month.
It's on Plex, too. It's even better.
Jesus.
Because they're all in order.
See,
all completely in order.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
You damn right.
Okay. So I don't want to say got through because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Saw Snow White the other day.
Okay.
You know why I stopped doing this, right? I never could get the family together.
Oh, right.
Right?
Well,
and I wanted to see, here's the thing, I wanted them to see it with me.
Yeah.
But they don't give a damn.
Yeah.
So finally,
screw it.
I finally said, what am I doing?
Yeah, just do it.
Screw it, I'm just going to do it. And I told them, I said, I'm going to tell you what movie I'm going to see. If you're interested, then we'll see it all together.
There you go.
But if you're not, then we won't.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
So I've seen, I watched a lot of the black and white Mickey cartoons.
Okay.
So I watched a lot of the pre-show
primer.
the primers, especially the DVD that I bought.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that has a lot of that. So then I got into that now, watching the Snow White, and I have enough time in between, and I've been listening to all the music and reading some facts about it. So coming up next, Pinocchio.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Pinocchio's a good one.
Yeah,
no doubt.
You know what? When you sit and watch Snow White, and you think about what animation looked like back in those days,
amazing.
My God.
Pretty amazing, man.
The things that they were doing. To this day, they're amazing. I mean, you watch it, water's flowing down a river, and you can see the glass-like shine of the water. Right. It's like, oh, my God.
No, it is pretty amazing,
It really is. Walt was something else.
Yeah, we were doing that as well and stopped. We need to get back on it. Because we had watched Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, and Bambi.
I think that's how. I think we got to Dumbo.
Gotcha.
We didn't get to Bambi.
Yeah, and then our next one is Saludos Amigos.
Good one, brothers.
We need to get back on that because the kids do like watching that stuff too.
Hell yeah, dude.
So there's some others that are coming up after that though.
See, it's going to make me see things that I haven't seen in a long time.
Well, like there's stuff I haven't seen at all after that, like 1946 Make Mine Music. I never saw that.
Ah, right, that's a good one.
Fun and Fancy Free. Pretty sure I've never seen that.
Even ones like Chicken Little. Did you see Chicken Little?
No.
You know, that was a time when, what was the one? There was Chicken Little, and then there was another one about a farm.
Yeah, right. Those are,
and then they're not great movies.
No,
but it's part of the history, right? So,
Home on the Range.
Home on the Range, yeah.
It was right before Chicken Little.
Yes, yeah. That was a horrible time of Disney animation.
God, you look, and it was like...
Yeah, it was just not there. But it'll be fun to
Treasure Planet was right before
Treasure.
that.
You know what? Treasure Planet has a huge following.
Yeah, that's weird.
There are people that think that movie was way overlooked.
Huh.
So anyway, go back and watch it as an old man now.
Yeah.
You know, someone will teach me how to get it on the TV. And I can't wait. So I'm back into that now.
There you go. That's good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's take it on over.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
To Over Under. These were 5-day estimates for last week with the 4th of July holiday.
Yep.
We had 2 films that came out last week. Let's see how they did.
Okay.
First up was Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. Expected to make $10 million. I said under.
Yeah.
You said under.
Yeah.
The actual was 7.4. It was under.
Like it.
Takes us to the bigger movie of the weekend. And my wife and I went and saw this.
Oh, that's right. You were going to see it.
Yep. We went down to the old Kent station.
Glad you saw it.
And saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
What'd you think, brother?
So we watched the first 4 films again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Starting about 4 days before was when we decided, hey, we're going to go see this because the kids are at school Monday. We could go Monday morning. So we decided to watch all of them again, which was really fun. It's been a while since I've seen them.
See, you and I were sickness. It's sickness.
I know, it is, yeah. So we went and saw it in IMAX, and I will tell you this.
Yes?
It was the worst IMAX experience I've ever had in my life.
Oh, no.
We go in, and they're sitting in there, and they start showing the trailers. And it looks like they're in 3D. But it's not. This movie's not 3D. It's like...
Oh, no.
It kind of looks like it's 3D, but I'm also like, not quite.
Like, where are my glasses?
Like, yes, but everything's doubled, right? And it's like, what is going on?
No.
So it's like 2 to 3 previews, and it's still happening that way, right? It's like, what the hell?
Time for somebody to get up, say something.
Well, somebody did, right? And I'm thinking about it, but I'm also like, it's the trailer, so they use different reels and different.
And I don't know about you, I'm never that guy because I know that somebody is.
Right, exactly.
And they're going to go do
exactly.
it. Yeah.
So, dude gets up, and then they're showing, and it was a cool trailer. What was it for? Gosh darn it! One of the big movies coming up.
You know what pisses me
Mission
off about
Impossible,
that?
I think.
Does the projectionist not look out the window every
Right?
once in a while?
Right.
I mean, hello. That's what
So
the window's
to
for.
fix it, they don't stop anything. They do it right during this trailer. So the screen just goes black. And then it's a freaking just blasting at us, this Mission Impossible trailer, right? I'm like, oh my God. So then it comes back and it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's like, okay, we're back in action. 2 trailers later, it kind of the screen goes and then it happens again.
I wonder what's going on.
And I don't know, but I'm just like, son of a bitch. So completely ruined the whole trailers part of it, right?
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then it gets into the, now they're done with the trailers and it gets into the AMC, all that crap.
Yeah.
And it's
dancing M&Ms. It's what?
It's effed.
Oh,
it's the same way. So that same dude gets up and goes out again. I can tell he's pissed. And then, right before the movie starts, the screen kind of resets itself again.
Yeah.
And then comes back when it's doing the big IMAX countdown. And it's dark. It's obviously dark. But it's clean, right? It's not, the doubling isn't happening.
Yeah.
That was how it was the rest of the time. Dude, the entire first 20 minutes of Indiana Jones is at night. It's dark. And there are times where you could barely see what the hell was going on.
That's ridiculous.
It was the worst freaking IMAX experience I'd ever had.
Man.
And then when parts were really bright, it never really was that bright, but there was this little flicker in the brightness.
What the hell was going on?
Dude, it's like they were completely... It made me realize, because the last time we went there, we saw Little Mermaid, and we went to the Dolby Cinema there, which blew me away. It was... The screen isn't quite as big, but it has Dolby Vision. The sound is incredible. The seats are awesome. They haven't updated that IMAX theater, so the seats are the same as they've always been. So I'm like, screw this. From now on, we're going to that Dolby Cinema.
Yeah.
It's just better. So anyways, that aside, it was a really fun film.
Oh, yay.
It was fun.
Good.
Fun throwbacks to the old films.
Yeah.
Good action. Funny things about him being older, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Which they did that with the last one, too.
That's cool.
A really heartwarming ending.
Nice.
Mel had tears.
No.
Yeah. I was like, what? It's pretty far-fetched.
That means Susan would be bawling.
Yeah.
She's so emotional.
And especially if you watch the first one, because there's things from the first films that kind of get you at the end, kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty far-fetched, man. The main crux of the film when it happens, it's super far-fetched, but it's Indiana Jones, man. I mean, there were aliens in the last one.
Yeah.
So that didn't bother me too much. I talked to some other people that had seen it after, and they were just like, it's so far-fetched. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's a freaking Indiana Jones. I wasn't expecting a reality show. So yeah, ultimately, man, I really actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It was, it's the only Indiana Jones film that was not directed by Steven Spielberg.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Yeah, James Mangold directed it. And he did films like Girl Interrupted, which I know you like that film.
Great movie.
He did Identity, Walk the Line, Logan, Ford versus Ferrari. He's doing the new Star Wars, Dawn of the Jedi. So he's a solid director.
Why would they do that, though?
Well, wife and I read about that. I guess when it was offered to him is when he was working on, oh crap, the old Broadway musical that he redid. It was a big Oscar. It's a huge film. Why the hell can't I think of what it's called? For God's sakes, in New York, freaking holy hell. But he wanted to take on passion projects at the time. So had already agreed to do that film, which Jesus, why? It was Oscar film and everything. And then The Fabelmans, right? Which is the one he did about his own life. Like, that's a passion project.
But I'm surprised they didn't wait.
So yeah, I know.
Wait for an opening.
I think it might have been a timing thing. I don't know. I mean, how much longer could they have waited for Harrison Ford to play this? True. Yeah.
Does he look like
he's
feeble?
He's getting older, dude. Getting older. But what was interesting, the first good portion of the film is kind of flashbacks. And they did this that looks really good. Because at first I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, damn, does Yellowstone just make him look old? Or but no. Like once he gets to the present day, you realize, oh my God, but they did some pretty fantastic CG to make him look young for a good portion of the early part of the film.
Wow.
So anyways, man, I gave it a 7. The wife liked it a lot too.
Good.
It's tied for my 3rd favorite.
Nice.
Crystal Skulls is my least favorite, the last one. But it's tied for me with the 3rd one. I still like Raiders of the Lost Ark. And watching them all again, Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best film. Yeah. It's the most well-made, the most well-rounded, the most fun.
Is it the better story?
The better story, maybe overall, but just the execution is the best, right? Temple of Doom is my favorite. It's my favorite. And I realize now, that's a dark-ass film, dude. It really is. I was kind of surprised watching it, wow, I don't remember being in this, evil and dark of a film. But I think it's just for when that came out. And, I was a very impressionable kid, and I remember used to watch that over and over and over. So that is Temple of Doom is my favorite, but the Holy Grail one, that's it. I think this one was right there with it. So a solid entry in the Indiana Jones film, and this is definitely going to be his last one. Yeah. The last shot of the film is very cool, dude. So yeah, you got to see this Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny if you are a fan. Let's see what it did in the theater. It was expected to make $94.4 million. I said under. You said over. And the actual was 83.8. So yeah, just under. By about 11 million. Kind of surprising, right? Yeah. In 5 days, it couldn't make 100 million.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And there were not a lot of people in the theater. We went and saw it on Monday, which was probably the least busy of the days of that 5-day release. But I mean, there was sporadic people in the theater. Maybe 20 total. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But still, man, nonetheless, a really fun watch. So there you go.
Cool.
Michael Chumney leads all with 4. We're still early on.
Yeah.
Me and others are right behind with 3.
Nice.
And we have 3 films coming out to the theater this week.
That we do.
Yeah. The first one is Joyride.
Yes.
This is a comedy.
Don't you say so?
Follows 4 Chinese-American friends as they bond and discover the truth of what it means to know and love who you are while they travel through China in search of one of their birth mothers. Oh, wow. You know what I didn't do at all? The Rotten Tomatoes. I always forget to do...
You know what? I should have, because I saw
pull it up real quick. I don't know why. It's always the last section I do, and I'm just spaced something. Holy hell, the Joyride.
See,
90%.
If I recall, all 3 of these movies did pretty well. on Rotten Tomatoes. No,
90%.
I thought all 3 of them.
Wow, for Joyride. Holy hell's bells. 8.4 million.
Yeah,
is your expectation?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, I saw the trailer, and oh my god, I was not impressed.
I haven't even seen the trailer. Not down?
No, hell no. I went under.
I am going under as well. Next up is Sound of Freedom. Mm-hmm. This is not a comedy.
So hell no.
The incredible true story of a former government agent turned vigilante who embarks on a dangerous mission to rescue hundreds of children from sex traffickers.
I just cannot picture myself
going to
paying the money to sit through that. No,
I know. It stars.
The trailer was it's like
brutal.
No.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's not my idea of entertainment.
Right. Stars Jim Caviezel, Mira Sorvino. It's got 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's pretty strong. I'm going to go under for that very reason.
Yeah.
It's just, man,
I
that drama.
Yeah. I agree.
I'll probably end up seeing it. But I don't need to go to the theaters.
Yeah. Well, you don't.
But then last, and certainly, plus, I'd be looking at people a little weird going into that film.
Yeah, it's
a
like
sex trafficker.
I don't know, dude. Like I said, I watched the trailer and I was very uncomfortable just sitting watching the trailer.
Right. Damn it. God, it's a tough subject. All right. Last but not least is the last in the series, from what they say, and that is Insidious: The Red Door.
And this didn't get a good rating on it? No?
In fact, I was reading a couple horror boards today about it. People that had already seen it.
Yeah.
They were not happy with it. Not happy. But
did we say whether we'd go over or under on Sound of Freedom?
Yeah, we did, didn't we? 8.9 mil. I'm going under.
I went under.
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay.
They're doing some fun advertising for Insidious: The Red Door. You see that in LA?
Yes. Yeah, that's cool.
They have like a door and people are opening it, and it's the freaking creature.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh, scaring the hell out of people. It's pretty funny. So the Lamberts are back and must go deeper into the further than ever before to put their demons to rest once and for all. It takes place 10 years after the original. And that same family, the Lamberts, they were in the first film and the second film. Then they went away from that with films 3 and 4.
Well, they were on vacation.
Yeah, probably.
You know.
So this is the 5th and what is being called the final film in the Insidious franchise. Patrick Wilson is the director, and he's the star as well. You might know The Conjuring as well.
Yeah.
He was with the Lamberts. He was in the first 2 Insidious films as well. Pretty cool, actually. Today, Ghost, my favorite band on the planet, current band on the planet, released a new song called Stay. And it is in the closing credits of Insidious. And interestingly enough, Patrick Wilson, again, the director and star of the film, sings in it.
What?
I read an interesting story about how he wanted to do something that no director had. He goes, John Carpenter scored his own stuff, mentioned a couple others, but he's like, he didn't know of, and I haven't heard of, any director that's sang in like the lead song. So it's really, it's a Ghost song, and the song is Stay, which you may have remembered because it's a remake of the 1992 Shakespeare Sister hit. Which I guarantee you, if you've heard it, listen to it, you would recognize it.
I know which one it was.
And it was something that they had recorded already for their last EP that just came out with all the covers, right? But they didn't put that one on there. So then Patrick Wilson, he's a big Ghost fan, which is cool. So he took it upon himself. Didn't even ask Blumhouse. Didn't even ask the company. He's just like, I'm doing this. So he worked with Tobias and asked if he could put down lyrics. So the first 2 verses, it's Patrick Wilson singing.
Whoa.
Before Tobias comes in towards the end, and then at the end, Patrick Wilson's wailing out "Stay." It's a weird, and a pretty cool track. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. So that is the closer on Insidious: The Red Door with Ghost. So I thought that was pretty cool. 38%.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. damn it. Audience score is 71%. I mean, that's just people that want to see it because it is the last one. But yeah, it just doesn't sound. I'm kind of looking through these the reviews real quick. But yeah, it doesn't sound like it's great. It's unfortunate. This series, I liked the first one, and then the second one didn't do much for me, and I haven't even seen it before. So I like the Conjuring universe much more, but it kind of, I need to
trailer's kind of cool.
It is. The trailer's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's in that pipe and the thing comes crawling up.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's
creepy.
in that, what do you call that? It's body scanner?
Yeah, the body scanner. That's right. That's
my
what it
God.
is. Yeah. Like an MRI machine.
That was pretty damn genius.
That is pretty creepy.
Yeah, that's pretty smart idea.
With an estimate of $24.1 million.
Well, you know what? I'm going over.
I'm going to go over too.
Yeah.
I think there's enough horror fans out there knowing this is the last one, knowing that Patrick Wilson's back and directing it. He's a he's a favorite among the horror worlds. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and apparently it had a pretty strong Thursday night opening, over 5 million or something.
Nice.
Like that. So we'll see. The hope is it will be over 24.1. That is Insidious, the Red Doom.
Very, very good.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
And that is our show for the week.
Well, ain't that something?
Yeah.
Hey, next week I will definitely have checked out to see if we have phone calls. I have.
Oh, you still can't get in there.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. It's so much going on.
I understand.
So much.
I understand.
I did try to break through with the new
Yes.
computer, but it just kept looking at me going, who? What?
You don't own this.
Yeah. So.
Well, we'll see what happens next week, huh?
Yes, sir.
Go to our website. It's www.dvdweeklypodcast.com. Mm-hmm. Things like links to our Facebook fan page.
Yes, sir.
Over-unders played. Leaders are 4. Well, the one leader is Michael. He's at 4 right now. Feedback at dvdweeklypodcast.com is the email address. And then there is, even though we can't access it,
We will.
that phone number.
406-426-1DVD.
That's silky smooth.
It is smooth.
Silky smooth.
That's better than brandy.
Yeah, we'll be talking about some shows next week. The MLB All-Star Game. Enjoy that.
Nice.
Brother, have a hell of a week, sir.
You too, sir.
Sayonara.